everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are safe. Today, the topic of discussion is ethics and truth in advertising. So, what are the ethics? Ethics are the guideline, principles, and values that govern the action, behavior, and decisions of an individual or a group. Ethics is a choice between what is good and what is bad, and what is right and what is wrong. So it is generally governed by a set of principles of morality at a given time and at a given place and in a given society. So there are many ways of unethical advertising. The first one is surrogate advertising. It came into existence after the government took initiative to ban advertisements of products that are injurious to health or bodies. And after implementation of it, the major companies of liquor and tobacco were badly affected, so that they find some other ways to advertise their product. They have found an alternative path of advertising which helped them to keep on reminding the people of their liquor and tobacco brands. They have introduced various other products with the same brand name in their product line. For example, we can take Bacardi. Many can recall the Bacardi ads with the famous Bacardi music. Again, it was not the beverage brand that was being promoted. The direct promotion was for the Bacardi soda and the music CDs, but indirectly a Bacardi name and brand name for Bacardi was also built. Then we have puffery. Puffery is an exaggerated statement made by the companies for the purchase of attracting buyers for a particular product or service. We can see example here of Red Bull. This famous energy drink shows in the advertisement that after drinking it you will get wings. Red Bulls give you wings, but we actually know that it does not grow wings on our back after drinking it. Then we have unverified claims, like there are certain kind of advertisements in which the company who is advertising its particular product makes false statement or commitment about its product. Advertisements like these convey information that is false, scientifically wrong, and misleading. Like we have Kellogg's Special K cornflakes, which claims that after having it as your breakfast, one will become slim, trim, but there is no scientific proof for it. Thus, it is a wrong or a misleading statement committed by the Kellogg's company. Then we have women stereotyping. Television remains one of the most predominant medium that promotes stereotyping about the gender roles with the help of advertisement. Media has become an important source of creating stereotyping because they are sometimes the only source of information we have about other groups, and they often represent a distorted view of these groups. For example, we can see of detergent powders, like the famous washing powders like Rin, Tide, Fena, Wheel, etc. always uses a women in order to promote their brand as well as their products. Then we have comparative advertising. So what is comparative advertising? What is comparative ads? First we should know. Comparative ads are those ads which involves directly or indirectly naming competitors in an ad and comparing one or more attributes in an advertising media. And one of the famous controversial competitive advertisement was Rin and Tide Natural, wherein the ad of Rin, it directly showed that the competitor product Tide and committed that it is a better and superior washing powder than it. Then we have use of children in advertisement, like marketers are using children in their commercial advertisement to push their sales. For instance, we can see Horlicks, Johnsons and Johnsons. But apart from this, there are many commercial ads where marketer use children. Even the products are not for children, like Super Nirma, Surf Excel, which is irrelevant from marketing point of view also. We can also see McDonald's is advertising the Mac Aloo Tikki burger fries, in which is a very popular advertising campaign and a controversial advertising campaign in India, because the boyfriend and girlfriend television commercial at the center of campaign features two young children sitting in a bench, and the girl asks the boy if he would consider them boyfriend and girlfriend. So he refuses the proposal, saying that the girlfriend demand too much, and he changes his mind when she says that she would be satisfied with a Mac Aloo Tikki. So all these type of advertisement focusing children are controversial advertisement and should not be made. Then we have advertisement of medicines. This type of advertisements helps in creating awareness, but one catchy point is here that advertisers show what the medicine can cure, but never talk about the side effect of the same product or the risk involved in intake of it. Then we have advertisements that drive desires for unnecessary products. Like it has been pointed that advertising most of the time creates and encourages the customer to purchase unnecessary products. It persuades the people to buy products which they do not need or cannot afford for. Then we have advertisements that are deceptive. Use of exaggeration in the advertisement, flowery language is often argued as a deceptive to the customers. Like advertisement attract the people to buy goods or services through false claim, false testimonials. However, counter argues that some people misusing advertisement doesn't mean that advertisement as a whole is bad, but exaggeration is required to make people turn towards the product and act accordingly. Some advertisement are offensive also. Like offensive is subjective, determined by time and culture. For some people it is offensive, for some culture it is not offensive. For example, advertisement using unnecessary sex appeal for the product, like making women run after a boy who has the product being advertised. Then we have advertisements that create monopoly. As it is seen, some advertisement create brand preference and restrict from free competitions. Big companies which are able to invest huge amount on advertisement campaigns are more likely to eliminate small companies by creating a monopoly. So this should not be done. Then we have advertisement which conceals the fact, which make false promises, incomplete description about the product, misleading comparison is there, bait and switch offers are there, visual distortions are there, false testimonials are there, false comparisons are there, partial disclosures are there. So these types of advertisement should be not present in the market. Then we have advertisement promoting unhealthy product. Like in recent year, advertisement of unhealthy consumer products like soft drink noodles have been increased. Manufacturers of soft drink focus their attention on youngsters. Even celebrities like Hrithik Roshan, Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Aishwarya Rai are extensively promoting all these soft drink ads. Then we have advertisements with dangerous stunts. It is unethical for the advertiser, and it fails to think about the adverse effect of the advertised message on consumer psychology. Advertiser must be careful not to depict unsafe or dangerous stunts in the advertisement, which if imitated by the people can cause serious injuries. Then we have subliminal advertisement. Like for the past many years, Fair and Lovely advertisement have been portraying fame and fortune are related to Fair and Lovely. According to their claims in advertisement, a tube of their fairness cream will bring youth success. So many are of the opinion that Fair and Lovely has violated Indian advertising ethics by insulting the majority of dark skinned Indian women. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.